Scribblenauts Unlimited. Alright, a little truth time. I have to admit, I am an awful speller. In fact, the written version of this review would probably make my English teacher cry. The idea of a game where you have to spell to progress didn't appeal to me at all. I was actually pleasantly surprised by this game. It was a lot of fun, even with its simple gameplay at times. If you've never played a Scribblenauts game before, it's a very simple concept. You have the ability to make anything appear for your character, or the people around you. They have you write a word or words of what you might want to appear on the screen, and it will. There is no reasonable limit. There are, though, obvious exceptions like adult words, but other than that, it has a pretty big library of words for you to work with. Now, even if you're a really terrible speller like me, it really doesn't matter. If you're off on the correct spelling, it'll give you a list of words for you that you might have been trying to type. So that makes it even easier for younger children. Now the story is about Maxwell, a young brat who thought it would be funny to use his magical powers to give a hungry person a rotten apple. That person actually turned out to be a sorcerer, and that person puts his sister under a spell. It slowly turns her into stone. Now in order to break the curse, Maxwell is going to have to use his powers for good and help people where he finds them, so he can get some starites and use them to break the spell. Now this one plays a little bit differently than the past games. Instead of going from one random level to another, solving the puzzles of the area in different ways in order to win the level, they have you helping many different people with problems. Unfortunately, since you're usually just solving a bunch of simple problems, the answers are not usually that challenging. In the later levels it can get a bit tougher, but I don't think it has the same complexity or the need for ingenuity that the series is known for. Now it definitely controls better than the Scribblenauts games for the DS. It's easy to move around with the control pad, and typing in words is even easier with the gamepad screen. And graphically the game looks fantastic. The colors are crisp and vibrant, and they do a really good job of showing off the potential of cartoonish games on the Wii U. Now one of the cool additions is that they actually added in Nintendo characters and items, if you want to create those items for you to play with. So Mario and the gang are free to bring into the game. The most useful Nintendo item is the mushroom, which will grow you in size. There's also a new addition in this release called an object editor. You can take any existing object and make it look any way you want, but it will give you the ability to change the look of your favorite object. You can even change the name so it's something you can bring up during the game. They also give you the option to look at other players' creations and use them in your game. It was really fascinating to see how other creative people could get the object editor working to its full potential. Now this is one of those Wii U games that can be played completely on the gamepad, and I found it more convenient to play that way due to me having to look down at my gamepad to spell words all the time. Scribblenauts Unlimited was way more fun than I expected. While it was simple at times, the countless ways you could approach a given problem, and the object editor itself made the replayability of this title very high. Now I've seen this game currently for around $40, and that is a very reasonable price. I definitely think this is worth a buy.